One of the things I quickly realized when I knew that I was going to be working with the neurodivergent community is I would also be well versed in two other things. Number one, PTSD work, because living in this world as a neurodivergent in itself is just traumatizing, because this world is not set up for people that are neurodivergent, and simple things that neurotypicals take for granted can actually be a nightmare for people with ADHD or autism. The other thing that I realized is that I was going to have to be well versed and have a general understanding and acceptance and embracing of kink. Yeah. So if you're underage or this is something that bothers you, Katie does this. So here, you can, yeah. Are they gone? So why is kink such an attractive thing to the neurodivergent community? Well, there's lots of reasons. Number one, kink has a set of rules. It's not like your 50 Shades of bullshit there. That's abuse. That's not kink. Kink has a very specific assigned set of rules, a lot of communication, a lot of agreements, and let's face it, when you're neurodivergent, those things are sexy. Number two, a lot of us that are neurodivergent require secondary stimulation, extra stimulation, in order to be able to be engaged in just about anything, really. Whether it's doing the dishes, or watching a movie, or having a conversation, or let's face it, a little bit of the extra spicy intimacy there. We need extra stimulation. The regular old vanilla stuff, that gets boring after like the first 20, 30, couple hundred times you do it, and you need more. You need more stimulation in order to stay present, in order to not dissociate, even though this is like a wonderful intimate act. And that's the thing, is there are so many people out there that believe that they're hyposexual, and instead what they actually are understimulated when it comes to their intimate lives. And those understimulated people might have partners that are not particularly adventurous or not particularly willing to accommodate their partner's needs. And then that person who finds that intimacy uninteresting, boring, blasé, about the same as, like, I don't know, reading a book or folding the sheets, feels like there's something wrong with them, when in fact what's really wrong is that there's something missing. And one of the most popular misconceptions about the kink community is that, like, every single time there's got to be a scene with leather and chains and bondage and blindfolds. No, sometimes we just like a little spontaneousness. But also, sometimes we need that extra stimulation. It's important to be able to communicate to your partner when you need that extra stimulation, and when your partner needs to be able to communicate to you when they need that extra stimulation. Because while intimacy, physical intimacy, is not everything about a relationship,